What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Philistine channel. Back here bringing another video. Today there's another toy hunt. Guys, the last toy hunt from Walmart absolutely blew up, which surprises me because my Toys R Us toy hunts did not do as well. I just figured that was normal because they both did about the same. And that Walmart one it's boom, it's through the roof. And you guys should be expecting this one because I did mention it in the Ted DiBiase figure review. If you haven't seen that, it's the most recent video on the channel. Go check it out. What are you doing? But with that said, this toy hunt is at Target, and I did make a purchase, so let's get right into the video. Going to Toys R Us really blew my mind here because they had Tough Talkers, Barbies, and zombies or monsters like they always do, but they didn't have an abundance of them. And usually they're absolutely loaded with basics, but this time they had the old NXT basics, which are usual, and we'll get into the NXT line in a minute because it seems like all they got was Elite Series 1 and then nothing else, but we'll get more into that later, I promise. And then they have some other really newer basics, and they had the original NXT basics, and they had a couple battle packs, but nothing interesting to me. Only had a couple of the NXT elites, but the ones they did have were Rusev and Roman Reigns. Now, I believe this is the third NXT TakeOver series, which is crazy because we were never able to find the second one, which is the one that had all the figures I wanted. I really wanted the Revival and maybe even Shinsuke. But of course, I don't really need either of these figures. Neither of them really interested me. But under them, and in the first picture, you guys did see that they have tons of the retro figures. I'm not interested in those, but if you guys are, let me know down in the comment section. Seeing the NXT TakeOver Elites was absolutely incredible and mind-blowing, especially for this Target, because the only Elites they usually ever have are the Force Horsemen Battle Pack, which that was another thing I was looking for, the Nitro Notables. Did not find those, by the way. But, and then the Tito Santana, of course, but they never get any Hall of Fames, Hall of Champions, which is kind of what I was looking for as well. But they did have tons of Elite 55, and this was great to see. Now, I did end up getting Big Cass. I was gonna get either James Ellsworth or Neville. I was debating on those, so I knew I was gonna get Big Cass no matter what. But I could not find an unscraped up James Ellsworth and an unscraped up Neville. And you know what? I know they did them with the company, and so that makes their figures super brand. I should probably get their last Elite, but I'm not going to spend the money for an Elite if all the paint's chipped in. It's not going to look good in pictures. All in all, I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of Elites this Target had, absolutely full of the Elite 55, almost the whole set, if not the whole set. And they had Big Cass and tons of The Undertaker and tons of the Big Cass, like I said. And guys, I did purchase the Big Cass review. That should be coming up sometime soon on the channel. But they had some nice basics, some nice NXT Elites, and I'm excited to see what happens next time I go back to that Target. Hopefully it'll be soon. But with that said, I do thank you all so very much for watching. Hope you all did enjoy, and I'll see you next time.